Hey guys, how's it going? This will be another collectibles video where I talk about some cool stuff that I have either signed or just kind of rare in general. The first up is Lots of Girls Gonna Get Hurt by Shining. As you can see here on the front, it has been autographed by the leader, Nicholas Fartforth. He's kind of the mastermind behind Shining. You can see a few of the guys there getting ready to check into the psychiatric hospital. This is a 4-song EP. Came out in 2012. This is actually the reissue digipack that came out in 2016 on Spine Farm. They were selling this on either Bandcamp or a website I can't remember. I think they were trying to raise funds, and I'm a Shining fan. I like how every album is a little different. Kind of some dark jazz, some doom, some what I think they term suicidal black metal. But yeah, I'm a fan of the band. This was the only thing they had still left that you could buy as for an autograph. Not my favorite EP by The Shining, but I did get it for the autograph there, so that's pretty cool. Next up is Dealing With It by D.R.I. And as you can see at the top there, it is autographed by Kurt Bright from D.R.I. This was something I believe D.R.I. was selling as a charity to help fund Spike Cassidy's cancer treatment. He was diagnosed with colon cancer a while back. I believe he has since beat it, but they were auctioning off or selling things on eBay to help cover some of his medical expenses. I've been a D.R.I. fan for a while. Dealing With It is a classic punk metal crossover album. Has Madman, Nursing Home Blues, Reaganomics, I Don't Need Society, all kinds of great songs on here. This came out of Beer City, but it's one of my favorite D.R.I. albums, and having the autograph just kind of added to it, and it went to a good cause too. So threw a few bones their way to help them out in a hard time. I believe he has since beat that cancer, still alive and kicking, so that's always good news. A couple country things here to talk about. This is Balls by Elizabeth Cook. I talked about her in my last collectible video. I have an autograph poster of her and Robbie Folks went to a show of theirs. In that same show, we bought this. My wife bought this CD, and Elizabeth signed the inside. Again, she has a show on Sirius XM. I believe it's called Apron Strings or something like that. But this was her first album on 31 Tigers, pretty popular country label, and it's been signed by her. So, huge fan of her. She wrote many of these songs. But sometimes it takes balls to be a woman is kind of her, kind of a feminist type of anthem, I guess. But it's a good song. Next up is another album that's country. This is Marty Stuart and His Superlatives, Soul's Chapel. Also, if you remember my last collectibles video, I have a book of photography from Marty Stuart and some other folks that he signed. This was signed at the same show. You can see up close there. There's Marty's signature, and a couple of the superlatives signed it up over here. I don't remember which ones, but these are kind of gospel songs that Marty has written or recorded. He's just got a great voice. He's got a great guitar player. The Superlatives are one of the best bands in country music. They surely don't get their due. Neither does Marty Stuart, in my opinion. He's a great guitar player, great songwriter. He's going to be one of those guys that is not fully appreciated until he's gone. Unfortunately, he does a lot for country music, lots of preservation of country music. He's just he believes in the culture of country music, and he's a true champion of the genre. So, shout out to Marty Stuart. Huge fan. If you have not dug into Marty Stuart, I highly recommend it. He doesn't get his due, in my opinion. Next up, this is something that I had, and I don't know what the hell happened to it. But I do have another version of it here. This is the Misfits box set. What makes this a little different is that, as you can probably see, this is still sealed, and this includes the Fiends Club badge, as you can see down here at the bottom. The popularity of this box set exploded. I don't know that the Misfits really knew how popular it was going to be, so they reissued it without that Fiend Club badge. But this one's still sealed. I opened my other copy of it, and then I don't know what happened to it. It's great if you're never discovered the Misfits, and you want to dig into the Misfits. I think you can get this box set without the pin for maybe $60. It has Collection 1, Collection 2, Legacy, Brutality, Evil Live, Earth AD, Static Age, rare stuff, demos, everything you can think of Misfits-wise. Every song you can imagine is on this box set. This one's sealed. Like I said, I've already opened it. I know what's in it, and I just never bothered opening it. And sealed, it's going to be worth more money one day. It's already worth, I think, quite a bit of money. Probably one of the more rare things I own since it's still sealed. But huge Misfits fan. I've talked about it many times before, but this box set is all you really need. Go check it out if you have not discovered the Misfits for some reason and want to dive in. Last up is another box set I have. This is the cover. Another rarity collectible. If you don't know, that probably doesn't mean much to you, but this is a box set version of Meliora, I believe is how it's pronounced, by Ghost. Up here in the corner, over here, these are the quote-unquote signatures of the band. That's Papa 3. That's his autograph. They made, I want to say, 5,000 of these, and this is number back. You can see up here in the corner, this is number 684. Kind of see the song titles, if I get the glare just right. This one comes with the song Zenith, which is, I think, on the deluxe version. But this is my favorite Ghost album. Of the 5,000, only 100 of them had the autographs in the corner like that. And this is one of those 100. It does come with the album, of course. Nothing special about the album. You've all probably seen this. A lot of people don't like Ghost. I was one of those, too, that poo-pooed Ghost at first because I thought it was kind of cheesy that they wore the masks. And I'm like, oh, here we go. Another band that we don't know who they are. But their songs really started to grow on me. Their stage presence really started to grow on me. I did get a chance to see them on this tour, and they are a great live band. But this box set comes with the EP Zenith with Cirrus, I believe is how it's pronounced, the radio edit on side B. And this is a yellow, clear version, neon yellow version of the EP, which is also part of the box set. Zenith is it's kind of a bonus song, not really one of my favorite songs. It comes with a poster as well of Ghost. There's Papa with his people around. Sorry, hard to get a good glimpse of the anonymous ghouls in his band, all looking up to him. I also came with some innards, which is a booklet of Ghost and different pieces of artwork for each song and on the album. If I didn't say it already, it is my favorite Ghost album. If you want to dive into Ghost and you haven't yet, highly recommend checking out this album. Very catchy, merciful, fade-ish. The songs you can sing along, the riffs are catchy. It comes with some prints here. I've never opened this. It's still sealed. Kind of a collector nerd type thing to do, but that is that. So it is probably my favorite Ghost album, as I already said. Their last album didn't do so much for me, but I kind of wanted to have the coolest version of Meliora. and this is, my opinion, the coolest version of the album. I bought it back when I had some spare money. I don't think I paid a whole lot for it, maybe a couple $100. When it first came out, I think I got it on Discogs. Someone was selling the autographed version, and I did some research and found that the autographed version was a lot more rare. So yeah, that was that. Great album, great Ghost album. Ghost and Misfits, if you haven't checked either band out, if you've been living under a rock, dive into those two things I just mentioned. That'll keep you busy well into the new year. One final thing I wanted to talk about, it's what's playing in the background. This is Forgotten Days by the band Pallbearer. These guys are fairly popular. When I started a label, Pathless Travel Records, way back when, in 2008, Invisible Oranges did a feature on their first demo, and I reached out to them saying, hey, if you guys need a label to put something out, let me know. They had already been hit up by a lot of other labels. They had a lot more money than I did, so fun story there. They've gone on to be one of the biggest doom rock bands, I think, that there are right now. And this album, it's good. If you like Pallbearer, you like the Sabbathy riffs, a little more experimental at times, a little more focused at times on this one. Not as melodic from start to finish as they've usually been. Heartless, I like a lot. This one, not as much. There's about 4 songs on here I think are really great. The other 4 tend to go on a little longer. The Quicksand of Existing, Silver Wings, and Rite of Passage I thought were great songs, worthy to add to a playlist. But overall, yeah, I'm glad I bought the cassette version of this and didn't spend $35 on a vinyl version. Maybe the vinyl will sound better, I don't know. So yeah, not a terrible album, but still, I don't see this band progressing any further. I think Pallbearers, it feels like they've already done what they're going to do, and they're just going to keep doing it, which is fine. A lot of bands do that, but yeah, check it out. I'll put a link below. You can take a listen. People have praised this, and people have poo-pooed it this year, so more to come. We'll see what Pallbearer does. That's their 4th full length, and I don't know where they take it from here, but that's all I got for this edition of Collectibles. I have about 7 or 8 things coming in the mail. I have another album that just came that I'm super excited to talk about. I can't believe I haven't seen it. I think I've seen it on maybe one or 2 year-end lists, and it's not like this is some weird obscure album I found on Bandcamp. Those in underground metal have heard of the label and certainly the band, so I'm kind of surprised it's not on more year-end lists, so I'll give that a shout out here in my next video. I don't know if I'm going to do a year-end list. I think I've talked about everything that I think is great up to this point, so if you go back and look at my collection update videos, you'll see some of the stuff I think is really great this year. The new Napalm Death really struck a chord with me this year. I wouldn't call it the best of the year by any means, but I might do a video like that. We'll see what the mood strikes before the end of the year. I do have some time off coming up, so be on the lookout for that, guys. Thanks for checking out the video as always, and I will catch you all later.